Hello, Mark. How are you doing today?
Hello, Mr. Chris. I'm doing well. What about you?
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I've heard lots of great things about you, a lot of inspiring things. I was told that you were the first from our funded traders that made it from zero to funded in just a couple of months. So, just to get an idea of how new you are, I'll be asking you some questions as we move forward, if you don't mind. Before we start, can you just briefly introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, of course. First of all, it's my pleasure being here. My name is Mark Karam. I started trading a few while ago, more or less than 4 or 5 months. I live in Lebanon, and it has been my dream since years back to reach my goals in trading.
Okay, okay. And what do you like most about Lebanon? Can you tell us a little bit more about the place you live in?
Oh, get ready. It's a long interview then. Lebanon is the Lebanon is one of the best countries ever. There's everything there, from party to food to family, most importantly, to the culture, everything.
Okay, okay. And what's your educational background? Does it have to do anything with? Does anything have to do with trading or?
Not at all, man. No, I had no idea about anything. I didn't know how to read charts. I didn't know which stocks to trade in. I had nothing. I had no clue about anything. I'm an interior designer. I have a wood factory. That's nothing related to trading. So I started literally from zero.
Okay, okay. Nice. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you began your trading journey?
Well, for a few years, I wanted to start someplace, somewhere, but I never took the initiative to start until I met someone in FundedLake community. He was willing to help. He created a group of 20 people, and everyone started trading and started learning from this guy. And that's how it started, basically.
I'm gonna dive a little bit more about what you trade and what you've been doing to pass your challenges, just so that we can know more about you. Can we start off with what
Of course.
instruments or pairs do you mainly trade? Do you have a preferred instrument?
Mostly, I use US 30 and Nasdaq 100. These are my main two pairs that I trade in because they are the most volatile pairs, and my strategy is all about volatility. It's scalping strategy. So I look for the most volatile markets, and I don't think there's anything more volatile than these two.
Okay. If I were to ask you, do you remember your first ever trade? Do you?
Yeah, actually, I do. I
Can you tell
wanted
me more
to
about it?
buy. Yeah, it's funny actually because the first trade it was on a demo account. To be honest, I was not yet a funded trader, and I was trading on TradingView. So instead of buying, I pressed the sell button by mistake. So I messed everything up. That was my first ever trade.
Okay, that's funny actually. And do you have a preferred trading session as a scalper?
As a scalper, I always trade on New York Session Open because I'm using US 30 and Nasdaq 100 as previously mentioned, and I think trading on this session is the most volatile.
Okay, it makes sense since you're trading US 30. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you found out about prop firms? What made you interested in trading with prop firms? Did you ever trade your own capital or straight to prop firms from the beginning?
I never used my own capital because when I started, I had no idea how to start. I didn't know anything. I started from scratch, and the guy that was willing to help from Funded Lake community, he showed me what a prop firm is. He guided me. He told me all about the risks and how to handle a prop firm accounts, how to manage your risk, how to do everything literally about the prop firm.
Okay. So can you tell me more about why you chose FundedLake? Did you ever go deep searching on other prop firms? Why was the first prop firm you joined FundedLake?
To be honest, as a beginner, the prices caught my attention. Okay, because I didn't know at first if I'm going to be successful, I'm going to fail, I'm going to pass. I had no clue. I just followed the path, followed the guidings of my friend, and I went all in. Another reason is the fast payments. Let's say this is one important issue. I realized that most of the prop firms they don't pay as fast as Funded League, so that was really important. And yeah, basically that's it.
So based on what you said so far, can you give me a summary of how your overall experience with us has been?
Uh, First account I got, it was breached within a month, let's say. for many reasons, and they were all because I was inexperienced. I didn't know much about the trading. I had a psychological issue. The psychology was bad. I wanted to trade. I had no control. Everything was going bad, to be honest. Then I bought the second one. It got breached faster than the first one. Then I took a decision to make things work on my psychology. I took a break like 2 weeks just to get my head straight. And right after, I bought my third account. Within a month, I passed phase one and phase two, and now I'm funded live.
Okay. And by the way, a whole month before breaching your first account, you're already doing better than 99% of everyone out there. So the fact that you kept going after that is huge. I think this is what actually got you
Yeah,
funded.
yeah. I'm
Can
glad
you?
to be honest
Yeah,
because
I'm curious to find out more about your trading plan or style or execution. Can you tell me like briefly just a short explanation on how you execute trades?
I follow the breakout strategy to begin with. I follow the breakout strategy using the ATR to put my stop loss to check if the market is volatile using the ATR. Basically, that's my strategy, breakout strategy. And it's usually on the market open, New York market session open. Uh, that's the most volatile time of the day, and I make sure I'm there every time.
And do you have a specific time frame that you follow, or it's different?
Usually, I always enter my trades on the 5 minute time frame. That's I think it's safer than the 1 minute time frame. But of course, there are some exceptions. Sometimes the 1 minute time frame shows more details than the 5 minute time frame, and the entries are yeah, it depends on the market to be honest. But most of 90% of the times it's on the 5 minute time frame.
Okay. And how often would you say you take a trade? Do you take a trade every day? And if yes, what's the average time that you hold your trade in?
Usually I trade from Monday till Friday. That's when the markets are open. Okay, during the market New York session open at 9:30 a.m. Uh, I usually take 3 to 4 trades. If I win the first one, I'm out. If I lose three, I'm out. I don't take more than these trades because long term, I think it makes you profitable. If you control yourself, taking only 3 to 4 trades per day.
Yes, and yeah, that makes sense. I mean, every trading plan works for someone. I always have a saying that I like to say to everyone is that do what works for you. What works for you might not work for someone else. If that helps your psychology, then that's obviously working for you because you already passed the challenge, which 95% of traders struggle with. So I think that what you're doing, you're definitely doing something right. And I think you know what you're
Yeah,
doing, so I suggest you just keep on doing whatever you're doing.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
do you find it difficult to maintain your red days? Like a
Uh,
question I like to ask is that if price is close to your stop loss, do you sometimes drag your stop loss even more, just wishing it would come back to your entry level?
to be honest, the first two accounts I bought, yes, I was doing that, and that was one of the mistakes I fixed for the third account, which I'm funded with now. Uh, that was a main issue I was facing. I thought like if I raise my stop loss like 10, 15 pips or 20 pips, I end up like having more chance staying in the trade, but it was all bullshit to be honest. Just go with your trade as you planned from the beginning and don't change anything.
Okay. And what would you say would be the most important thing in your strategy? Because obviously you're trading the market open, the volume is very high. It's a volatile market, especially when New York session opens. You're trading US 30, indices are volatile as well, and you're scalping on the 5 and 1 minute time frame. So obviously you
Yeah.
did not choose the easy way in trading. What would you say is the most
Yes, sir.
challenging part with what you're doing right now?
Psychology, brother. Psychology. It's all about psychology. Psychology and confirmation, but mostly psychology. I think you can execute your strategy 90% of the time right, but if your psychology is wrong, you are going to face a lot of trouble. You
And
won't be
and
able to
and
control your.
do you
Yeah.
think this is something that you're still facing right now?
Oh yeah, as a beginner, I'm still facing it. I'm trying to control it. I'm not there yet fully, but I'm managing. But I think a few months from now, I will get there. But it's not easy, definitely.
Okay. I mean, you did get funded, so you're definitely managing it way better than you were before.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I have one more question based on your strategy before we move on to all the psychology part. Do you use any indicators or are you purely price action breakout strategy?
I only use the ATR, average true range. That's the only indicator I use. I think it's the most important one for my strategy. And I think the simpler your strategy, the better. You don't need to complicate your graphs based on my uh, few months of experience. But I think using my strategy and the simple way, I am getting there. Funded.
All right, that's good to hear. On what you've said so far, what would you say is your average risk to reward ratio? How long do you hold your trade, and is it based on market conditions, or do you have a specific risk reward ratio that you have to achieve every day before you call it a day?
Let's say most of the times it's 1 to 2. 90% of the times it's a 1 to 2 ratio. Sometimes if the market is very volatile, I can get 1 to 3, 1 to 4, but it's not always the case. Mostly it's 1 to 2. And depending the time, sometimes I can get a 1 to 2 in 2 minutes. Sometimes it takes me 40 minutes, but I never pass the 2 hours. And let's say the market open is at 9:30. By 11:30, I'm out. Sometimes much way before. So let's say if the trade is done in 5 minutes, I'm out.
That makes sense. A lot of people, what people don't understand nowadays is that if you have a decent risk to reward ratio, decent to me is 1 to 2 and above, you don't even need a 50% win ratio to be profitable. If you have a 40% win ratio and you're averaging a 1 to 2.5 or 1 to 3 risk reward, you're profitable. A lot of people
Yeah,
focus a lot on the win rate and forget about how important risk to reward is. So to me, risk to reward ratio is definitely as important as you mentioned.
yeah.
Okay,
Actually, my risk reward is like 50% during phase one, phase two, and right now still
your win
not
rate,
clear
you
yet.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, my win rate.
Your win
Yeah,
rate. The 50% is very good. 50% with 1, 2, that explains how you passed phase 1 and phase 2.
yeah.
That's good. Do you have any idea what your win rate was in the accounts that you breached before?
I think 35%, 30, 35%.
Okay.
Yeah. Even the first one was less. It was like around 25%.
Okay, that explains it. Yeah. Okay, now for the question that all the traders love. What was your biggest trade?
Let's say it was on the 50K account. I was risking, let's say, $300. I made 1 to 5, 1 to 6. So let's say around 1,005, 1,008. But that's a big issue, to be honest. Getting into a big win because you start chasing them. My first account was breached because 1 to 2 was not satisfying for me. I always wanted 1 to 4,
You were
one to
getting
five, one to
greedy.
six.
You were getting
I
greedy.
was getting, yes, definitely I was getting greedy. So that's one thing I tried to control in the third account. Definitely.
Okay, and so I want to know something. After you breached your first account and your second, what was the click? How did you become focused and consistent? Because obviously, to pass phase 1 and phase 2, unless you're passing it in 1 2 trades, which is not your case, you were consistently profitable for over weeks in both phases.
Yeah.
What was the click? How did you make that switch?
I think it's all about the mindset and psychology. I just woke up one day, I said, it has to work, just had to work. And I started gaining confidence, to be honest, because when I got the third account, the first two trades were losses. So I thought it's going in a horrible way, the account, the same as the others. So then I got two wins, then I got the third win, then I got the fourth win, and my confidence started getting better. Uh, Everything changed, to be honest. It just clicked out of nowhere.
Have while you're trading your funded account, have psychological factors outside of trading ever affected you?
Oh yeah, definitely. As I told you before, I have my priority job, which is I have a wood factory. Sometimes I would be at site and I want to trade, so I'll put my laptop on the side of a brick or whatever. I tried to trade, but it went horrible, horrible. Because I wanted the trade to finish fast. I was going out of control, and it was the last time I trade when I was installing at site, definitely, because it's not something you can mess with. You can be profitable for 2 weeks, and in just 2 days, all your profits are gone.
So you're saying that, in other words, if you're not able to put 100% into your
Don't.
chart when
Yeah,
the session opens, it's always better not to trade.
yeah, definitely, definitely. It's risky because it's either your mindset is there or you're not focusing at all. Any small inconvenient around you, you lose focus. Uh, it's going to go in a bad direction.
Okay. So you started. So you said you started off with a demo account and then went on to buying challenge, and now you're funded. I'm gonna skip the challenge phase and I'm gonna stick to demo versus funded. What I want to know is that what are the differences in your mindset when you were trading a demo account versus a funded account?
Uh, let's just say emotions. They are not there in a demo account. You can take one trade, you can take 10 trades. There's nothing stopping you. Your account is not going to be breached. So that's a part that you face when you are on demo account. And when you go to a live account, it's the complete opposite. Every trade you take is literally emotional.
So you're saying when money is involved, in other words, when there's no money, it's a whole different thing. Or when money is
Yeah,
involved,
of
you actually
course.
have something to lose when you're breaching your account.
Of course. Yeah. No one doesn't care about money. Even if you are paying a small amount or a big account, money is money.
Okay. And based on what you're saying, do you think you're able to maintain this performance in terms of emotions and psychology long term?
I think long term, it's going to get better. That's for sure. Because your old habits are going to change. You get better. You get more confident. Uh, Everything changes. You just need time. Trading is all about time and patience.
So when you first breached your first two challenges, what made you
It
keep
was
going?
horrible, man.
What made you keep going after that? Like, why didn't you stop?
Uh, let's say my competitive side showed because I'm a professional table tennis player. I compete at a high level. My life is all about competition. Once I put my mind straight into something, I'm going to get it. So I'm not trying to be greedy, but greed sometimes helps, definitely.
So you're saying that you being competitive in life just made
Yeah,
you were just not able to accept the fact that you failed.
exactly.
So you had to do something to work it out.
Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing that made me enter into trading because I know it needs patience, it needs commitment, and that's something that I have been living for more than 15 years, competing at a high level and training and following a specific pattern.
Okay. And what convinced you that you have an edge in trading besides psychology and emotions in trading, and besides you failing the first challenge, second challenge, and then being funded? How were you so sure that your edge in trading is a profitable one?
Look, to be honest, at start when I was learning the strategy and I started uh, using it on the demo accounts, it was going awful. I had no idea what I was doing. I thought the strategy was not good until I started backtesting. Backtesting for me changed everything. I know it's the cliche thing to say, but that's the truth because I have done more than 30, 40 hours backtesting in less than 2 months or 3 months, let's say. So backtesting made me more confident with the strategy, more confident in myself, and more confident in whatever I'm doing or any decision that I'm taking. So let's say backtesting played a very important role.
So based on our experience and the 500 plus traders that we have at FundedLake, one common issue is that everyone wants a shortcut to trading. Everyone wants the fun in trading, the losses, the profits, the payouts, the passing challenges, over trading. Everyone wants the fun part. No one wants the boring part, which is just staring at a screen without taking a trade for a long time, or backtesting. So,
Yeah.
as someone who's done a lot of backtesting yourself, what message do you have as an influence to our traders on how important backtesting is?
I think backtesting gives you confidence to start with. You can test your strategy one time, two times, 100 times, 1,000 times, and testing that, you can prove that even if you have 2 or 3 losing days or a week of losing, and for the long run, you are going to be profitable. So that's an issue that helped me a lot. That's how I gained confidence because now I know if I lose a trade, I am going to make the next one. And I think it helps also with choosing one strategy and not changing different strategies. Like you can just choose one strategy and follow it till the end. Not today I'm using a strategy, the next day I'm using another one. Doesn't make sense that way. At least uh, for me.
So I just want to throw in a quick question about FundedLake and your experience with FundedLake so far. Can you tell us a little bit more about the activity of the community on Discord? How's our staff members treating you, the support team? How long did it take you to receive your login credentials as well as your funded? I just want a brief story about how your experience was so far at FundedLake.
Uh, I think the community in Funded Lake on Discord are amazing. Everyone is amazing. Everyone is helping. Everyone interacts. And second, I think after I got funded, I got my credentials within minutes, to be honest. I could have continued trading 5 minutes later. And concerning the KYC, it was literally approved and verified within 15 minutes. That was it. It was very fast. Uh, and no comment, to be honest.
And did you receive your? How long did it take you to receive your funded account credentials?
I think in 2, 3 minutes. That's it. It was that fast. Actually, instantly I received it. Once I reached my target in phase two, instantly I got my message.
Nice,
Instantly.
nice. So this is something we're working on so hard. We
Yeah.
do not want traders to wait to receive their funded credentials after passing phase two. So I'm glad that's working out good for you. I just have two more questions, and we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
My first question is, what are your long-term goals in trading?
Most importantly, to stay consistent and profitable. Right now, I'm not uh, consistent yet. I'm getting there. It's a long process. Everyone knows that. But I think with time, I will get there. And basically, that's my main goal. And getting funded with more than one account, definitely.
Is it something you're looking to doing full time at some point?
Look, following my strategy, which is during the market open and as a scalper, I think 2 hours per day is more than enough to be profitable and make a lot of money.
This is where profitable traders are built. People who stay in front of screens and charts for the
Yeah,
whole day are the
yeah,
people that do not make it in trading. So
yeah.
just setting a time for yourself, 2 hours in front of the screen every day max. This will definitely get you where you want to be in trading. Do
And I
you
think this helps with my yeah.
with your
I
psychology?
think yeah, this helps with my psychology because if all I do during my day is think about trading, once the time is there, I'm going to mess it up.
Yeah,
So let's
definitely.
say I have something to worry about before trading, and when trading time is there, I'm fully focused.
Okay. So one last question for tonight is that what advice or tips do you have as an influence to other traders who just joined the prop trading industry or traders who have been there for only just a couple months?
I think you need to find your edge before buying a challenge. That's very important, or else you just lose your accounts one after the other. Uh, you need to treat your challenge as if it was your funded account. So you have to focus on your psychology, definitely, or else you will lose your account. And we all can agree that you are not going to get rich the next day. Just let you just need to let your edge play out. I think that's important too.
So patience and taking your time to give your edge time to play out is what's important, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Thank you very much for joining us today. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, thank you for making this process smooth, and I think we're good.
Well, we hope to see great payouts, big payouts, and I wish you the best of luck in your journey. And thank you for being an inspiration to all new traders within the prop firm industry.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Thank you, Mark. Stay safe.
Can't wait. Welcome. Thank you. Bye bye.